welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is my next empties video for 2023. So let's talk some trash, shall we? So this is what my empties container is looking like. These will be my empties for the months of July and August because I am doing bi-monthly empties videos. So what I'm gonna do is just take you through each of the items and let you know if I would personally repurchase it, if I would recommend it, and that's how we're gonna go through. This is gonna be as quick as I can make it, so let's get started. So the first item that I have is a face wash. This is the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam cleanser, and I was using this as a nighttime cleanse. So this was like the second of my double cleanses. I really liked this. So this is very similar to their hydrating facial cleanser, except they have added something to it that does make it foam a little bit more. So it leaves your skin feeling nice and clean. I didn't find it stripping because it has like the ceramides and stuff in it. And I would think about repurchasing this. Now, I am currently using another one like kind of from this same line, but it is a hydrating oil to foam cleanser, so I'll let you know like which one of these I preferred, but I could definitely see myself repurchasing this. And if you have kind of sensitive dry combo skin, this would be a good one to check out. On the flip side, the next item that I have is not one that I would recommend. It is the Albolene Hydrating Cleansing Balm. It looks like this. I purchased this because this was by far the least expensive cleansing balm per ounce. However, this is not a cleansing balm. It may call itself a cleansing balm, but it's not. This is more reminiscent of like an old time cold cream type thing where you put it on and then you have to use like a cloth or something to remove it. It does not emulsify and it is very difficult to get off your skin. So while I did use the entire thing up, I hated like every second of it. So while yes, this has 6 ounces, nice amount, it lasted forever. It's not a cleansing balm. They really should change the name. This is not a cleansing balm. You cannot add water and emulsify. It does not rinse clean. You really have to have like a cloth or something to wipe it off your face with. And that is not what I want to do in terms of like a first cleanse. So I will not be repurchasing this, and I wouldn't recommend it. If you are looking for an actual cleansing balm, stay far away from this one because this ain't it. Next up, I have the benzoyl peroxide serum that I have used for years and years and years. It is from Acne.org. It is called their treatment. It is a 2.5 benzoyl peroxide, and I did cut it open to get every last little bit out. I use about 3 drops of this per day, so this container lasts forever. And if you are like me and you have to have benzoyl peroxide in your routine to keep acne at bay, this is a very good one to check out. I would highly recommend it. They do have other items like on their website because he has created what he's called like the acne treatment plan. So it has like a cleanser, a moisturizer, the treatment, which is the benzoyl peroxide. There's a couple other things that he's added like throughout the years, but this is the one and only one that I use from them, and I will continue to repurchase it. I have gone through so many of these in my lifetime, but it is definitely the one thing that truly helps with my breakouts. I'm trying to stick with skincare just to kind of get those all out of the way. So the next item that I have is a sunscreen. This is the Australian Gold Botanical 50 Tinted Face. I did cut it open. It's kind of nasty. This is a tinted chemical sunscreen. However, I did not have any issue with this. It didn't sting my eyes. It goes on really well, dries down kind of to a matte finish. I have found that I need to put like a mattifying primer on underneath this, and then it works best for me personally, but I enjoy this. I did repurchase it, so I'm gonna use up another bottle of it. It's fairly inexpensive. It lasted a decently long time, and I would recommend it. Okay, Okay, I also have 2 more packages of the Cosrx Acne Pimple Master Patches. I've talked about these. I like them the best because they come in like 3 different sizes. They stick really well to your skin and they do what they're supposed to. So will continue to purchase, would recommend. Some other random like things that I have. I did use one of the Biore Pore Perfect face strips. I mean, it's fine. I put it on my nose and then I went over it with like a salicylic acid and I felt like that did some really good things for my pores. So used up one of those. I still have several left that I'm trying to get through. Then I have 2 like sample sizes. They're both from Cosrx, I believe. So this was the Cosrx Original Clear Pad. These were like 2 toning pads and I used one in the morning, one at night. I can't really speak too much about what they do. It was fine, but I just wanted to kind of use this up. So I can't give you any thoughts. Don't know if I would repurchase. I mean, I wouldn't repurchase because I don't personally use like pads like that are soaked in serum. I would rather just have like the product itself because I feel like having individual pads is kind of wasteful. So I would not repurchase just for that, but it wasn't like a fault of the product. And then I also have this Ultimate Spot Cream. This has calamine and centella ACRX. Don't ask me what that is because I don't know, but it's called the Cosrx AC Collection Ultimate Spot Cream. It says apply a thick layer directly on target spot. I don't know if that means like a breakout spot or like a post-acne pigmentation spot. No clue. It was good enough for like one use. I used it over my whole face just because why not? And it went on nicely, you know, dries down nicely, didn't dry me out. But again, I probably wouldn't seek this out just because I don't even really know what it does. And the last skincare item that I have is this Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. So this is like the gold standard. I think a lot of people really use this. This is a BHA toner. I used this every other week because I was going between the BHA and an AHA that I'm trying to use up. I did enjoy this. This is kind of expensive. And for me personally, I don't know that this is like the be all end all. So I'm going to continue to look around and try other salicylic acid treatments out. But I do like to have them in my collection because I do think they do nice things for blackheads, but I don't know if I'm gonna want to fork out the money for this one in particular. So I'll keep you apprised, let you know, but as of right now, I will not be repurchasing because I'm going to use up the AHA that I have first. All right, next we have like kind of a skincare, I guess, product, but this is the Grande Brow Enhancing Serum. I've talked about this. I use this at night on my brows to help regrow like sparse areas. This is the only one that I've found that truly works for me, so I will continue to repurchase even though it is crazy expensive. All right, shifting now to makeup. I have a few makeup items. So the first one that I have is this Ulta Beauty Brow Primer. It comes like this. This was like a clickable pen, very similar to the Benefit Bravo, I think is what it's called. It was fine, but I don't think it lasted very long. So you would have to like continually fork out money for it. So I will not be repurchasing this. I actually went back to the ABH Brow Primer that comes in like a pencil form because that is much more cost effective, lasts a much longer time. I also went through another makeup sponge. These are from e.l.f. This one, they start getting kind of tore up at the bottom here. So once they start doing that, I just toss them, but these are pretty inexpensive. These are my favorite makeup sponges of all time. And I did buy another one. Next, I have a primer that I did not finish. I hated this so much, y'all. This is the Revolution Mattify Matte and Fix Primer. It looks like this, and this is terrible. This is not mattifying at all. It is a very, I guess it's silicone, but it's like, I don't know, it's just gooey and runny. Yeah, it's definitely a silicone texture, but it didn't do anything. Nothing. So would not recommend. I'm just getting rid of it because this was a total bust for me, but I missed my return window on it to send it back. So that was my fault, but I wouldn't recommend this. Stay far, far away. The next item is one that I have used many, many times throughout the years, and that is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is their eye primer. So this is the one that has the wand for you to put on. I don't love that. I preferred when they were squeeze tubes just because I felt like that was easier. But I did use this entire thing up. I would consider repurchasing, although the one I went with was from Ulta, a little bit less expensive, you know, trying to save some money. But I really, really like this one. I could see myself repurchasing and I would recommend it. The next two items are ones that I have been working on quite a lot, either in my project pan or my makeup basket. So the first one that I have here is this Bite Agave Lip Butter Balm. This was a lip balm. You can see there is still product in there, but when you hold it up, it is no longer like straight across, so I can't apply this anymore. I didn't love it enough to like scoop the product out, so I'm considering this done. This was in my project pan, and it is officially out of my collection. And Bite has since gone out of business, so you couldn't repurchase it, even if I would recommend it to you. And then this next item that I have is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This was in the shade Light Peach. Now I had two shades that I was using. One was kind of a lighter highlighting shade, and then this one I was using on my under eyes to help cancel out like the purple of my dark circles. So that's the one that is done. I would not repurchase this just because I want a concealer that I can just have one of and not have to combine shades together. And when I wore this on its own, like just as like a face concealer type thing, as more like a light foundation, I found that my skin got really, really oily with it, very, very shiny. Maybe that's because it's got a satin finish, but I personally will not be repurchasing this just because I don't think it works well with my skin. All right, I actually have some hair care items to talk about, which is kind of a rarity. That doesn't happen very often, but I had picked up like this little sample pack. This is the Amica Hydro Rush Intense Moisture line, and it came with a shampoo and a conditioner. I used them up in my shower. They were fine. I felt like the shampoo required a lot of product to like lather up the way I personally liked it. So I went through this kind of quickly. The conditioner, however, you need very little of. So this lasted for a bunch of washes, but I wouldn't repurchase it just because I don't personally think that you need to buy high-end shampoos or hair products in general. But they were fun to use. They had a nice scent. They were a good time, but I will not repurchase. I also finished up the last dry shampoo that I had in my collection. This is the Triple Sec from Drybar, and it was just like a travel size. This has a really nice scent. I really, really like the scent, but I would not pay Drybar prices for a dry shampoo. So while it was fun to use up, I will not be repurchasing, even though it smells lovely. And the last hair care item that I have is this Vegamore Grow Hair Serum. It comes like this. It has like the dropper, but I don't know that this did anything. Now, obviously, if you're gonna use like a hair supplement, you have to use it for a while. This lasted a pretty long time, but that was because I kept forgetting to use it. So I don't know if it really works. I don't really have any interest in forking out more money to find out. So this was nice while it lasted. I'm actually going to keep the dropper though to help me repress makeup because it's like drops the perfect amount of alcohol to put into the product. So I'm gonna keep the dropper, but the product itself wasn't really anything amazing. All right, now we are down to like random body care and supplement things. So let's roll through. The first one is a shaving cream. This is the Cremo Reserve Collection Jasmine Tuberose Shave Cream. I've talked about this a lot. I've used up several of these, not necessarily this scent, but several of this brand. It's kind of more like a soap type thing where it lathers up, but I find that it works really well and I will continue to repurchase, and I would recommend because it is super cost effective. Then I have a deodorant. This is the Old Spice Wilderness with Lavender Antiperspirant. This is not my favorite scent. I actually don't much care for lavender. The one that I prefer is called Oasis, but everywhere was sold out of it, so I had to go with what I could find. I did use this up. I will repurchase it if I have to, but I prefer the Oasis one. Then I have a body wash. This is the Way Body Cleanser. This came in the Sephora birthday kit. I picked up like the Way kit, and one of the things was this body wash. Really, really interesting smell. Kind of more like a perfume. Like, I think if you could get this in like a body spray or a perfume, that would be nice. I think it's a little over the top for a body wash, but it smelled nice, was nice and luxurious. I would not purchase a full size though because of the price. I also went through a perfume. This is the Coach Poppy Eau de Parfum. It's a rollerball perfume, so it looks like this. This was in my Project Pan. Really nice scent, but it's a discontinued scent, so I can't get it anymore, but it did smell lovely while it lasted. I have a toothpaste. This is the Crest 3D White Advanced Arctic Fresh. Not much to say. It's a toothpaste. It was fine. I have a Quip toothbrush refill. They send you like a new head every 3 months, so it was time to switch it out. So here's the old one. The new one is on my toothbrush. I have had a Quip toothbrush for several years at this point. Really, really like it. I also like that you can get the heads and stuff at Target if you need to and don't want to do like the male one, but yeah, it's fine. It's a toothbrush. I also have a Flamingo razor refill in here. Kind of same thing. You can get them at Target. They're fine. It's a razor. And then I have 2 like supplement type things. So I did finish this Viva Naturals Elderberry Vitamin C and Zinc capsules. So you take 2 of them per day. They help supposedly boost your immune system. I work with children, so I kind of need all the help I can get, and I have repurchased. And then I also went through an allergy medicine. This is the Zyrtec liquid gels. This is the brand name because I couldn't find the non-brand name one from Target. Again, Zyrtec is kind of my go-to allergy medicine. It's the one that works the best for me, so we'll continue to repurchase. All right, y'all, and that's it. Those are my empties for the month of July and August. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.